Hey everyone, get on in here. For those of you who are new to our tea time, I want to tell you a little bit about how tea time started. I was reading, first I saw a TED Talk by Dr. William Lee back last summer. And it was a TED Talk about drinking tea. And I have a cup of tea. I got my little silver spoon in my cup. But his tea time, what he talked about was the health benefits of drinking tea, 2 or 3 different kinds at one time. So I started playing with it. And I thought, well, this is good for me. I should start drinking tea every day. But I knew I wouldn't drink tea every day if I didn't do it for you. So I started at 3 o'clock every afternoon, taking a break and doing tea time. And Dr. Lee has a wonderful message, and he has a book called Eat to Beat Disease. This is a wonderful book. I've read it twice. I've listened to it twice. I love to listen to audiobooks. So I got Patty and Liz to come up, and I helped too. We came up with 13 pages of topics. 13 pages of topics, and they're all in here. They're all in here. I don't know what that is, but we have a bunch of topics in here. And I pull a topic out of my little basket that my beautiful sister-in-law made for me. And I pull a topic out and I discuss it off the cuff. No planning, no nothing. This is what tea time is all about. And there were so many of them that I had them in my little teapot right here. And I had them in a little wise old owl vase. Well, now I just keep them in the basket. And I pull a topic out of my hat. And today's is all about how do I get unstuck? How do I get unstuck? So for those of you who are new, this is what tea time is all about. So subscribe. Click the button that subscribes us, because I upload this video to YouTube after I'm finished. And then I grab the audio out of it and I put it up. And I've just got... haven't been approved yet, but I'm going to have our podcast up on Apple Podcasts. And everybody loves Apple Podcasts. And I think we're going to be on Spotify too. So folks, check out. But we do this on Facebook every day. So between Facebook, YouTube, let's talk about how to get unstuck. Now, what happens when you're stuck? You know, people say, well, I've fallen off the fly lady wagon. Some people never were on the wagon. Other folks deal with, being sick. I have a nephew who has a stage 4 cancer and abdominal cancer. And, he's trying to get unstuck again. He's been, in prison for a lot of years, and he's just gotten out and on parole. And so he needs to establish routines. He had routines. Somebody telling him what to do all the time in prison, but now he doesn't have that anymore. So he watches our show in the morning at 11 o'clock and then again in the afternoon. And one of the main things to getting unstuck is in the morning to get up and get dressed to lace up shoes. Put your shoes on. Put your shoes on. So folks, when we can't seem to get it together, it's because we're leaving out one of our steps. Maybe we didn't pick out our clothes the night before and we made it harder for us to get ready in the morning. Maybe our kitchen sink is messy and we just can't seem to get in there and cook. You see, one thing being left undone compounds things. It becomes an avalanche to your destruction. And I want to help you get unstuck. And to do that, and if you're listening to this show right now and you're still in your pajamas or your sleep pants or your gown tail, as my granny used to say, it's time for you to get up and get dressed. And you do it while you're listening to me. Get dressed right now. Right now. Don't wait. Let's do it now. So get dressed to your lace-up shoes. Fix your hair and your face. I mean, I've even put, I got a little bottle of lip gloss that I can keep right here at my table. I have a brand new little set here. And I keep everything I need. And, you know, some people say, well, this is junky looking. Well, I don't care. It's mine. It's everything I love is on these walls. Everything. From the flag to my sisters, everything I love is on this wall. And I have other things over there that are very important to me that I get to look at. The main thing here is we've got to get up and get dressed to lace up shoes. Someone just asked what our motto is for this year. And it is the key to getting your house in order. Our motto this year, decluttering gently in 2020, teaches us that just enough is plenty. What a great motto. I'm not bragging on me. Flybabies helped me design it. We kind of put it together one step at a time. It took us a couple of weeks, and it always just falls together. That's what happens in your home too. That's what happens in your house. You start getting one habit done, and it's an avalanche of clean around your home. When I got organized, I started with shining my kitchen sink. I picked one thing because I realized I had never established a habit, and I needed to establish a habit. So here I am, 20 years later, with a house that's always company ready, because I can do 2 minutes at a time. I can do 5 minutes. I can get up every 15 minutes and do 2 minutes. I play a game with myself all day long. And this changes my whole life because my house is always ready for somebody to walk in the door. So to get unstuck, you got to get dressed to lace up shoes. You got to, and that's if you're feeling depressed or if you've been sick. If you're sick enough, if you're sick and you're well enough to get out of bed, you need to be dressed to lace up shoes. Somebody said they have the flu. Liz's kids have the flu and she's getting it too because the flu shot didn't help the strand B that they got. And, grab a purple rag. Sometimes you just need to grab a tool. Grab a purple rag that's wet and run around the house and wipe things down. Maybe light switches, and you can soak it in some alcohol and sterilize things. Just run around the house and sterilize light switches and doorknobs. Let's keep this flu at bay. It's up to you, but you got to be dressed to lace up shoes. If you're having trouble getting unstuck, it's probably because you're not drinking your water. Get you some water in you. This is why we sell water bottles. Shine your sink. Wipe it out after each use because that keeps the water spots from happening. And you're going to be surprised at what a difference it's going to make being dressed to lace up shoes every single day. So drink up, folks. This is some good tea. So as a result of tea time and me playing with different bags of teas, and it was keeping me up till 2 a.m, Leanne and I decided to do a body clutter brand of tea, and this is Wise Women's Tea. It comes 100 bags to a pack. We sell it on our website. It comes in a little round tea bag. And it's 3 types of tea: Earl Grey, green tea, and black tea. So get your tea. It's going fast. And it is wonderful. It really does. It just gives you that, when you get into the 3 o'clock slump, this just lifts you back up. And it keeps you from wanting to get on the couch and take a nap. We don't have to take a nap all the time. Well, y'all have a good rest of the day. It's date night. What are you doing for date night? Take some time and do something fun with your husband or your wife. If we got a fly guy in here, I know he watches us because he gave me a great tip this afternoon. And I haven't sent it out yet, but he uses the Fly Lady vase for our rubber swisher. He puts the, let me pull this right here. He takes the little glass globbies. You can't see me for the feather duster. These little glass globbies. But first, he puts a paper towel, the center of a paper towel. I don't have any paper towel, so I can't show you a paper towel holder down here. And he puts the glass globbies all around it. And that makes a place for the feather duster to go. So I just poked it down through the glass globbies, but he makes a special hole for it. How cool is that? With a paper towel roll. I would have never thought of that in a million years. Y'all have such wonderful ideas. And this came from a fly guy. Yeah, that's what he called himself, a fly guy. There's a little dog at my door. Well, y'all have a great rest of the day. Be sure and have some fun this evening. Tomorrow is Family Fun Day. And Sunday is Renew Your Spirit Day. Don't let your house go just fall apart this weekend. Do your routines, even if it's on the weekend. Get up and get dressed to lace up shoes. Pick out your clothes tonight. I don't want you going down this bottomless spiral into a house being a disaster. When all you got to do is 15 minutes worth of routines, your house will be on automatic pilot. It really will. So take some time today to keep your house. You know, it's housekeeping, not house cleaning takes forever. But if you just keep it clean and declutter a little portion at a time, your house is always going to look good, because decluttering is the key, and having those lace-up shoes on. Well, I'll catch you tomorrow at 3 o'clock for another tea time where we'll pull a little rabbit out of the hat again and we'll discuss something else. But right now, I'm going to go drink my tea and enjoy the evening, because we're going out on a date and I get all fancied up. Not fancy, but maybe a little bit different from right now. Anyway, I love you, and check us out on Apple Podcast and Spotify and YouTube. See you later.